We're live. Welcome to Protea Live. My name is Zane Stevens, and I'm the founder of Protea Financial. A little different screen setting today, trying out this new location. Gets a picture of our beautiful Proteas in the background over there. The just start, ask questions later sign over there. Maybe get a little bit more picture in and just sort of see how I feel about this setting, door behind my back rather than, part of the picture. A little bit later than I would normally expect to come live with you guys. Honestly, I'm just adjusting to what is my new summer schedule. Kids are out for the summer break, running around a little bit with them, busy with some client work, some client meetings today. I've also been spending a lot of time with different technology partners, just looking at other options, specifically around payroll and expense processes. And maybe that's some topics for a future discussion. Maybe season 3 coming in August. We can delve a little bit deeper into the technology that we use at Protea and what I'd like to use. But today is sort of the second episode, and really the focus is on you as a small business owner and how bookkeeping can be key to your success. And one of the things I want to talk about today is the fact that when you're thinking about your accounting department, it can't be a grudge purchase. It has to be a collaboration. And I know I've spoken about this before, but I want to hop on it again. For any part of your business to be successful, you have to think about it as an integral part of your business. So it doesn't matter what it is. If it's your sales team, well, you have to think that your sales team are important to the growth of your business and the ability to grow. If you think about it as a marketing department, you've got to think that there's value in what they're doing to be able to create an audience to help your business. The same way, you have to think of your accounting team, your bookkeepers, as an integral part of your business that is providing you with information to make really good business decisions. It has to be thought of as a part of your business that is going to help you grow or maintain or take the next step. It cannot be thought of as just a grudge purchase. So what I want to touch on today with that topic of collaboration is how you, a business owner or another department within the business, can be a good partner to the accounting team so that the accounting team can get you the good information. We went over some very specific items that we spoke, like I thought that would be really good as a bare minimum to be able to share with your accounting team last week. But this week, I want to think more of less, make sure we're communicating business decisions to the accounting team. So let's think about it this way. They give you information, you make a business decision. Once that business decision is made, bring it back to the accounting team. Yes, bring that business decision back. You're not bringing that decision to them to sign off on. You're saying, this is the decision we've made. Be aware of it. And that could be as simple as, we have decided to change our vendor from vendor A to vendor B. It could be as simple as, we have excess cash. We're not going to distribute it right now. We're going to put it into an interest-bearing savings account. Or we're going to put it into a note and you won't have access to it. These are all important decisions that they need to know about, because they should be looking for a new invoice. They might need to set up that vendor. They might need to understand that when they're working with the cash flow, that money's tied out. It could also be a decision where you've gone like, well, I think we've done really well with business revenue line A and business revenue line B. So we're now going to implement business revenue line C. Look out for the income from it. Look out for the invoicing for it. Be prepared for this new piece of work, piece of data point that I need you to look at, record it correctly and accurately. There's nothing worse than, as an accountant, doing something, you think it's exactly the same as before, and it's totally different. And somebody's like, why didn't you do this correctly? Well, I didn't know. And I think sometimes when people really feel like they've got a situation where they accounting, they're just always asking me questions, they're watching me over my back, they're not really helping me, is because you're not communicating with them. You're not communicating what you're doing So they have no idea what's going on. So then they can't allocate things correctly, which means they can't give you the right information, which means you can't make good business decisions. And then all of a sudden you're fighting with each other. You didn't tell me. I shouldn't have had to tell you. You should know. It can get into a really ugly situation. So other than the bare minimum of information that you should be giving your bookkeeper, if you're making some big business decisions that change an operation, change a vendor, change in customer, change in bank account, let your accountant know. They need to be able to know so that they can adjust to provide you with the good information. We've seen scenarios where before, like, hey, we were checking the bank account and we haven't had any, POS system deposits hitting our bank account. They're like, oh yeah, because we switched systems and it's going to take 10 days before we start getting cash. Oh, that would be pretty important to know because one, we need access to make sure that the sales are going through, that we're making sure that you're getting all the money you are receiving, and we need to understand how to capture those transactions because it's not just total sales. There's most likely a deduction for credit card fees, or maybe it's American Express and they'll charge me for credit card fees once a month. I need to be able to know those decisions. I can't just run blindly. And if you're specifically using your accounting department to manage cash flow, it becomes even more important for them to know what's going on because decisions that you make could affect your cash flow. Think about you're moving to a new vendor and your old vendor gave you 30-day terms. The new vendor's cheaper prices, feels like a good idea, but this new vendor doesn't really know who you are. So they're saying, hey, it's cash on delivery. All of a sudden, even though that bill went from $100 a month to $90 a month, you've had to pay it up front. So in this case, Nelson, you're paying it right at the beginning rather than having 30 days. That changes your cash flow cycle significantly, even though in the long term, it probably helps your cash flow out because you have to let less cash go out. It's good for your bottom line. It's in the long term good for your cash flow. But you could run, especially in the first month where you've just paid the last one and now you've got to pay the next one. So instead of saving $10, that first month you're paying $90 more, and that could have significant effect on your cash flow, especially if you're running cash flow tight. Your accounting team is a tool to help you run your business. But like any tool, if it is not used correctly, it will be of no use. If your tool can be the greatest in the world, you can have the best bookkeeper, best accountant, they could be award-winning. But if you cannot provide them with information or provide them with changes in your business, they cannot operate correctly. You are handicapping your accounting department, which means you're getting subpar information, potentially even delayed information, which is then handicapping your business and making it harder for you to get timely information to make good business decisions. You have to start thinking of your accounting team as an integral part of your business to be successful. They are not there just as a compliance measure. They are there to try and provide you with information so that you can make good business decisions. They are a partner in your process and they want you to be successful. Because remember, if you're successful, they have a job. So they want you to be successful. So help them give you the information you need to be successful. Don't keep secrets from your accounting team. Share big decisions and share changes in your business so that they can adjust, ask the relevant questions so that they can continue to provide you with the information that you need. They want to give you good information. They want you to make good business decisions. Help them out. It's crazy to think it's still summer. Like I said, I am totally adjusting to my new life with 2 kids in summer camps. I got to actually run off soon and go fetch a kid. But it's going to be fun, starting to actually warm up in California after a really wet winter and spring. So really excited to get out there, have some fun, spend some time with the family, rejuvenate myself. This is really good for the wine industry that we work in as well. I I have the feeling that it's going to be a really good harvest, which is going to be great for a lot of those growers out there and a lot of wineries as well. Um, so other than my message of just like trust your accountants, include your accountants in your decision, and provide them with information so that they can give you good service, I also want to say go out there, enjoy summer, find some balance in your life, and just enjoy life to its fullest. Thanks for joining me. Until next time.